stack the odds in your favor by picking the right tide. Welcome to Florida Sportsman Television, where the pages of Florida Sportsman come alive.
I'm Jerry McBride, Florida Sportsman magazine. Other than the wind, rain, tide, perfect day to go catch a big trout. We're going to give it our best. I've come up here to this Fort Pierce shoreline, but I've got 137 spoil islands out here, and a lot of them at some point during the tide cycle will have fish on them. We just have to find the right island and the right tide. I've also got a lot of bait schools out here. I've got some pelicans diving out here. Anytime that happens, hopefully there's a big old predator sitting underneath them. What attracts me to big trout is just the stealth it takes. They're kind of like brown trout up north. They just take more effort to catch. There she is. That feels like a decent fish. He's not the monster we're looking for, but it's a good start to the day. Don't ever fish big trout or any size trout with a real tight drag. They've got a soft mouth, and you'll rip it right out of them if you tighten your drag down too much. Yeah, here she comes. Yeah, it's about what I expected, 21, 22-inch trout, which on the west coast of Florida would be a tournament winner. Over here on the east coast, it's going to take about 8 inches more than that. This is a typical deep, good trout spot right here. Got a little spoil island right here, but the important part here is that we got a deep trough along the perimeter of it that the tide swept out. And on this low, super low tide, when the flats get real barren, these trout and snook and redfish are forced into these deeper holes. So it really concentrates the fish, and it really limits the area you have to search. So while this isn't a monster trout, this is a typical winter trout in the Indian River Lagoon. Nice fish. Ate my favorite trout lure, not my favorite color, but ate the good old DOA shrimp. There's just nothing better. Normally, my go-to lure is typically the silver holographic, but in this slightly dirty water with 25 knot winds blowing today, I opted for the gold glitter. And most parts of the state, that's a nice trout. The key is to fish, obviously, where the big trout are. There's two areas that I consider prime for big trout. First one is what I call a transition zone, where a shallow flat transitions, usually gradually, to a deeper channel. And it is an ideal transition zone if that area has some white sand potholes with some grass, or if it's got some of this rock on the bottom, even better. The second one is basically if you can go out on these shallow flats and find a trough. If you've got a 1 or 2 foot deep grass flat and you've got a 3 foot or 4 foot trough, those fish have a sanctuary there. They will feed in that trough all day long. Then the key to catching them is, of course, to feed them in the direction they're expecting. They're all going to face upstream into the tide because that's the conveyor belt that brings the food. So you want to feed them from the direction they're expecting. If they're facing into the current, throw your bait upstream, let it bounce downstream. Give that plastic shrimp plenty of time, or jig, plenty of time to get to the bottom, pop it up off the bottom. Just like a panic shrimp, pinfish, crab, these fish don't have time to analyze what they're eating. And what you're doing is creating a brief window of opportunity. When a crab or shrimp pops up off the bottom, or a pinfish for that matter, gets spooked up by a redfish, a mullet, or whatever's cruising through the grass, he pops up, and if there's something suddenly sees him available and starts chasing him, pinfish, crab, and shrimp don't try to get away by outrunning a big trout, because a big trout's going to catch him every time. They escape by diving back into the grass or the mud. So what you're doing by using this technique is popping up in front of them, and then immediately that bait is going to try to get away. So all I'm trying to do is create a sight reaction. It just simply reacts and grabs the bait. But the key is to let that shrimp or jig or whatever get to the bottom so you can pop it up realistically out of the grass or the bottom, and then give it time on the hesitation between twitches to go back to the bottom. So you're basically starting over. If you just throw it out in 3 feet of water and you immediately start twitching it, all you're doing is popping it along the surface. Now that may catch your jacks and ladyfish, whatever. I don't think this is a big fish, but I appreciate him cooperating. Yeah, this is just there's that jack that I was just saying nasty things about because I was out here and he's got little friends with him. That's what happens when you retrieve it too quickly along the surface. And you can't avoid these guys all the time anyway, but you'll catch a lot more big trout if you keep that bait down in the water column. Everything eats a shrimp. Some days you wish they wouldn't.
Coming up next, Jerry McBride continues kayaking and talking trout. Plus, picking the right time. It's crucial. We'll be right back with more Florida Sportsman.
The hoagie has the perfect amount of mass that if a tarpon sees it from a distance, you know, it's totally worth swimming that distance to go check it out or eat it, for that matter.
It's gonna be a healthy lunch.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Right under your bow, right under your bow. You gotta reel down on him. Oh my God, look at the size of that shark. There he is. Oh, be careful, be careful. Nice.
Watch the line, guys.
At the end of the day, you've seen it all. Flying fisherman polarized eyewear with the AccuTent lens system. Totally affordable. Totally fishing.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
DOA Fishing Lures, the unfair advantage. The leader in innovative and original soft plastic fishing lures. From the time-tested DOA shrimp to the brand new Big Fish lure, DOA has always been the leader in producing baits that produce fish. DOA stands for deadly on anything, and that means stripers in the Northeast, puppy drum in the Mid-Atlantic, snook and trout in Florida and the Gulf, and now inland species are falling to DOA's new line of freshwater lures. Don't settle for lesser imitations. Ask for DOA at your tackle retailer or go online at DOAlures.com.
Florida Sportsman is brought to you by Hoagie.
I'd met police officer Christina Eccles in one of my kayak fishing classes, and she joined me to put the lessons to the test. With water temps in the low 50s, it was going to be another challenging day.
Today, this is my tackle box right here. This gold glitter is a good all-around color in either the shrimp or the tail. Most of the time, if the conditions are like they are this morning and we're going to be fishing shell water, I can get away with the shrimp because trout are basically sight feeders. In dirtier water, they have this little tail as it goes through the water, puts out a lot more vibration, and so they have an additional way of finding it. But most of the year, if I have to come out and catch a big trout, 90% of the time, this will be the only lure I even throw all day. Just a clear 3-inch holographic DOA shrimp. I haven't found anything that catches bigger trout more consistently.
Oh, I got one.
All right, fish on.
What could it be? What could it be? Oh, you're kidding me, a red.
Christina's first redfish. Congratulations.
My
Hey,
first
Christina,
one.
we're looking for big trout.
No redfish?
No redfish.
All right, I'll try. I catch a lot more fish on the kayak than I do when we go on the boat.
Oh, it's not even a close comparison, I don't think. There's a lot of attributes to it. I get a little exercise and I catch a few fish. And like you said, you don't have to stop at the gas station or the tax office. You just go fishing.
Now, I know you said with these paddle tails, the vibration in the tail is what attracts the fish, but how do they find the shrimp?
Fish are so much more sensitive than you or I, obviously. We wouldn't know that bait was anywhere near us. But The trout are basically sight feeders, especially those big trout. They position themselves. The big trout get their choice of places. They're going to be planted right on the bottom. And in this cold water, I can guarantee you they are not going to work hard for food. These islands were dredged out of the channel out here back in the 50s. And they dumped them on all these, created all these little spoil islands along here. Well, this nice light rock up here, as it gets washed back into the river, this growth doesn't take long to accumulate on it. And it's, as you can see, it's a whole lot darker than this rock back here.
Right.
Well, that dark growth absorbs heat, but these rocks also create hiding places for the trout out here, hiding places for crustaceans under them. So the redfish and the trout just love this stuff. I think that's a redfish, but it's a bent rod.
That's always good.
You're not a trout. We don't want you today.
Hey, but he's nice.
Pretty little fish, though. Just the wrong species. Every big trout, and when I say big, I mean like, 30 inches or better. Those trout are always at the far end of my cast. I'll catch, redfish, snook, small trout, all the way back in. But a big trout just doesn't seem to, they just seem to know that you're here.
So yeah, the bigger trout, they don't normally run into school as much as the smaller ones, right?
No. However, if you find a spot where you find a big trout, there's probably another one nearby, may not be sitting right on top of each other, but mostly the same environment or the same habitat on the bottom will attract those big trout over and over. So if you catch a big trout, wait a few minutes, you might get another one in the same spot. As soon as you hook that one, another one may come in and take that prime spot, because again, those big trout get their choice of spots. A little trout isn't going to come in and try to take it, because the big trout will simply eat him.
If I could only know 3 pieces of information to plan a fishing trip, they'd be the tides, the water quality, and the water temps. If I could only know 1 piece, you guessed it, give me the tide tables. In all inshore and flats fishing, and even in fishing for nearshore pelagics like kingfish and wahoo, you can really time your trips around the tides. In fact, without a good knowledge of tidal movements in most fishing, you might literally get stranded. And sometimes, the best anglers know when not to fish a certain location because of the tides. Most anglers who fish almost every day know the tides like their own pulse. But for the rest of us, who get to fish maybe once a week or even less, there are a couple of really good ways to stay on top of the tides. The Florida Sportsman Fishing Planner has daily tide tables for the 6 Florida tide stations, plus correction tables so you can exactly learn the tides for your spots. It's a handy reference that you can use when you travel, too. For instance, using the Miami station's low tide time of about 10 a.m. as a base, I looked to the closest listed location for where I'll fish, which in this case is Sewell's Point on the St. Lucie River, and I'll add about 2 hours to that time. That gives me low tide today at about noon, which means I'll have to fish the incoming tide this afternoon. It's a pretty good tide for pompano. The tables also give you the expected height of the tide in feet in relation to mean low tide. To take the tide tables and a lot more information with you wherever you go, there are tide watches, like this brand new Casio Pathfinder. It's water resistant, of course, and it has atomic time, an altimeter, moon phases, a barometer, and of course, tide tables. The tide display shows the current time for April 7th and the phase of the tide. The blinking display means it's an outgoing tide, but not dead low. If I want to find the tides throughout the day, click on the tide phase function. That moving moon phase shows that it's calculating the tides, and then I'll find the tides throughout the course of the day by simply clicking through. 7 a.m. falling tide, 8 a.m. falling tide, 10 a.m. falling tide, 11, and there we are, noon, and it's dead low tide. Now, of course, tides aren't always so cut and dry. Barrier islands, marshes, tidal creeks, and keys alter the current flows and change the high and low tides in specific locations. But not only to improve your fishing, but to stay safe, you're going to want to know the high and low tides for your local waters like the back of your hand. In fact, knowing the tides on their home waters is one of the ways that anglers know that they're home.
Still to come, more hot trout tips from the Indian River Lagoon. And editor David Conway offers some worthwhile wading tips. Florida Sportsman will be right back.
The Hoagie has the perfect amount of mass that if a tarpon sees it from a distance, you know, it's totally worth swimming that distance to go check it out or eat it, for that matter.
It's gonna be a healthy lunch.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
50 years ago, Rapala introduced the original fish and fillet knife. The knife that taught generations of anglers how to fillet fish. Today, over 40 million knives later, it is used in more fishing camps, on more charter boats, and by more fishermen than any other knife in the world.
Florida Flats.
Here we go.
Blue water bills.
All right.
Explosive bass. The diverse waterscape of Florida is a sportsman's dream. Get the most out of your next Sunshine State adventure by subscribing to Florida Sportsman. Call 1-800-274-6386. And for just $19.95, you'll get 12 exciting issues of Florida Sportsman magazine, the definitive fishing magazine for where to, how to, and what with for all Florida sportsmen.
Fish on! Right under your bow. Right under your bow. You gotta reel down a little more. Oh my God! Look at the size of that shark. There he is. But be careful. Be careful. Nice. Watch the line. Watch the line, guys.
At the end of the day, you've seen it all. Flying fisherman polarized eyewear with the AccuTent lens system. Totally affordable. Totally fishing.
Florida Sportsman is brought to you by Rapala.
Looking for a big trout is the simplest fishing there is. I just don't take anything along that's going to complicate my fishing for a big trout because I know what I'm going to be doing. I don't need to troll for them. I don't need rod holders. I'm going to throw 1 or 2 different lures all day long. So a lot of times I'll throw a few jigs and plastic shrimp in my pocket, and that's my tackle box for the day. I'm using a little heavier lure today than I typically would. I'm using a 1/4 ounce jig head and making sure it gets to the bottom, and I'm working it pretty slow. I'm probably fishing in 4 feet of water out there, and I want to make sure that lure has plenty of time to get to the bottom and bounce along the bottom. And that particular color does a really nice job of emulating anything from a crustacean like a crab, which has a light bottom and a dark top. Well, that jig I'm throwing has the same thing. It can also emulate a bait fish with a dark top and a light bottom. And I think as long as it's got a set of eyes and it's the right size and it's bouncing from the direction they expect it, fish don't sit there and think, don't worry about what it is. You know, standing here next to the island, it's not hard to see which way the tide's flowing, which is absolutely vital in presenting your lure from the right angle. In a kayak, a lot of times, though, when you're drifting along, you can't really tell which way the tide's flowing because everything's relative to the kayak. So if the water's clear enough, the easiest way to do it is simply look at the bottom, if you're not too deep or the water's not too dirty, and see which way the grass is angled. And once I figured that out, that tells me exactly where I want to present my lure. And again, I want to throw it tide sweeping this way. I want to throw it slightly upstream and across the tide so it bounces back in the right direction.
Oh, this is not fair.
Didn't you just fish that spot, Christina?
Probably.
It's the right species. It just needs to grow about 2 feet. Considering we're catching these little schoolies now, I'm thinking there's probably not big trout out there because, again, they don't usually mix too much.
All right, so we caught the small ones. Now what do we do different to catch the bigger ones?
In a lot of cases, it's just a matter of moving. Even, 100 yards might make that next island down there might have the trout that we're looking for. But a lot of times these don't mix. And again, I've got flats out here where traditionally I can move 100 yards and go from this trout to a trout that weighs 5-6 times this much. That big trout is going to be out there at the end of my cast. I just have to be more careful. I don't necessarily work the lure differently. However, those big trout will be around some kind of structure, even if they're in shallow water, there'll be some deep water nearby that they can take refuge in. I just love big trout. It just takes so much more effort. Again, little trout, a dime a dozen, literally eat out of your hand. A big trout, I just have to do everything right, and it's just more of a challenge. I would rather come out here for an entire day. If I do everything right, a successful day is 1 30-inch trout, and hopefully one big trout. But I would rather catch one big trout than 50 small ones or 50 small snook or whatever. I know I've accomplished something when I've pulled that really big trout.
You know, some guys say they catch more fish wade fishing than from a boat. Well, I don't know about that, but I will say that some of my best days fishing inshore have been wade fishing. That's because it gives easy, simple, and quick access to really good fishing spots where those fish are laid up. And you can hit those spots for half an hour or an hour, maybe after work, on your way to work, or even at lunch. But there are some really simple things that you can do to make your wade fishing trips simpler, easier, and more productive. First off, find your own system of gear. The most important thing you're going to want to think about is waders. I like neoprene waders. They're going to keep me warm, and they give me an element of protection against any little scrapes and cuts I might come across while I'm wading. And I don't want to get any of that bacteria. It's better off outside. Also, what you want to have along your trips, a floating ring for your catch. It's going to keep your bait lively, and when you want to take some fish home, you keep it in there, drags behind you, and it's going to keep your bait and fish alive. And you know what? When you come across everybody's favorite predator, the sharks, they get too close, it's at some distance, and you can just give it a nice quick release, and it's gone. No sharks, no problems. I like to keep my wade fishing trips really simple with an absolute minimum of tackle. One small, simple tackle box of more than enough tackle for a day's fishing. One spool of 20 or 30-pound leader for any changes I'm going to need to make in case I get cut off or broken off or I want to change my tackle up. And of course, I got my pair of pliers with cutters that are leashed to my waders. That's all I'm going to need all day long. Wading belt gives you another option. Another rod rigged up, ready to go with a different lure for maybe top water if you're fishing on the bottom, or maybe even mid-water column lure. And you're set. Hit those spots on the way home from work, get out there, you get the access, find new spots and explore, and go fishing.
Up next, Florida Sportsman will go on the conservation front with Carl Wickstrom. We'll be right back.
DOA Fishing Lures, the unfair advantage. The leader in innovative and original soft plastic fishing lures. From the time-tested DOA shrimp to the brand new Big Fish lure, DOA has always been the leader in producing baits that produce fish. DOA stands for deadly on anything, and that means stripers in the Northeast, puppy drum in the Mid-Atlantic, snook and trout in Florida and the Gulf, and now inland species are falling to DOA's new line of freshwater lures. Don't settle for lesser imitations. Ask for DOA at your tackle retailer or go online at DOAlures.com.
We're still out here fishing. Sometimes as we're back at the dock pulling up our catch, we'll notice that a small flounder will be in the belly of the grouper. I've got a 2-inch darter head and a 3.5-inch pokey flounder. If you imagine it, we're going to be putting up puffs of sand as it's dragging across the bottom and looking like a vulnerable bit of prey. All right, that one feels like a grouper. Grouper fishing out here, 70 feet of water.
Bill, what are you doing up there?
Now that Comcast has radically increased its speeds, our DSL from the phone company seems slower than ever. And there is plenty of room aboard the DSL bandwagon.
Oh.
So jump on up here, pretty lady, grab your hoop skirt, and let's roll real slow.
Get down.
Why don't you like fun?
The new Comcast high-speed internet. The fastest speeds at up to 50 megabits per second. Sign up for Comcast high-speed internet today and get this amazing offer. 1-800-COMCAST.
If you're looking for a fast-paced, exciting career in interactive media and television advertising, then Comcast Spotlight is looking for you. An industry giant offering a wealth of career opportunities, Comcast Spotlight wants to empower you to reach your potential and give you the tools you need to succeed. So if you're enthusiastic about growing your career, then Comcast Spotlight wants you to join our team as we continue to lead the way into the future of media advertising.
That's not bad.
The World Poker Tour, an all-new episode, Sunday at 9.
There he is.
You're watching Florida Sportsman TV.
Woo! Fish on!
The leading authority for inshore and offshore fishing in the state. Florida Sportsman is brought to you by DOA Fishing Lures.
Do you like to watch nature shows on TV? I sure do. But let's get out in the real nature. Touch it. See critters up close. Learn about wild plants. Listen to sounds of the wild. Check out creatures for yourself. You can do all that with the Florida Master Naturalist program. This is an adult education program through the University of Florida. There are dozens of teaching locations all around the state. You and your spouse or friend are sure to get a lot out of this program. Find out the name of that wild plant. Learn about animals you didn't even realize are out there. What is that bird? Living in Florida means so much more when you're tuned into the outdoors. This is a great opportunity for you. There are 3 basic modules in the Naturalist program. One is freshwater wetlands. This zeroes in on the state's amazing lakes and rivers. They are among the most plentiful and fascinating of any state. Second is coastal systems. This includes our many unique estuaries. Here's where salt and freshwater meet to create a very special environment. Life along the beaches is a favorite subject. Students pull in seine nets to see and study all kinds of marine life. Then there's the upland habitats module. This takes you into interesting woodlands and trails. They're often teeming with wildlife. Don't be surprised to find yourself face to face with a big deer. Instructor Bob Voisinay in Martin County noted that many newcomers from out of state especially enjoy the Master Naturalist program. They learn a great deal about outdoor life they never saw before. Of course, the same goes for many longtime residents. So check out the Naturalist program. You can earn a certificate, plaque, and other benefits, but the main thing will be building your knowledge and enjoyment of the Florida outdoors. The website gives you all the info you need to get started. Give your TV a break. Experience real sights, smells, and sounds.
Coming up next week on Florida Sportsman, it's time to skip a shrimp off a lily pad. Bass fishermen have been using freshwater tackle and techniques on reds and trout for years. Now we flip things by taking DOA shrimp to Lake Okeechobee.